All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming out this morning. This is just the opportune time to give. The holiday season, there's just tremendous need, and Summit Utilities is just thrilled to meet that need. With me today is Mr. Kurt Adams, our CEO and President of Summit Utilities, and he's going to take it from here.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kurt Adams. I'm the President and CEO of Summit Utilities. It's really great to be here. And before we jump in, I just want to recognize the Summit volunteers. Can you guys all raise your hand? Thank you for all you do. And for those who don't know, Summit has a volunteer time off program, which is something we started a few years ago, where we give every single member of the team 20 paid hours off a year to volunteer at any organization they choose. And we have a lot of volunteers, a lot of employees who choose to volunteer here. And that speaks well of this organization. And the reason we started that program was because utilities are so connected to our communities. We really live and die on the health and effectiveness of our communities. So if we're here to support community organizations like this one, if we're here to support the local economy, it benefits the business, benefits the people who work in those communities, and it benefits every single person who's in the community. So for us, the deeper and more integrated we can get in every single aspect of a community, the stronger we are as a team, but also the stronger our community is. So guys, thank you very much for putting a good face forward for the company. I really appreciate you. I grew up like a lot of people did with a very large family, and food was a really big part of this time of year. My dad was one of 14 and I was one of 5, and so we would go between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We would eat from one aunt's house to the next aunt's house to the next aunt's house all the way to the new year, and food was just a big part of how we bonded. And that is not a luxury that every family has. This time of year, rather than being a time of joy for every family, is often a time of suffering. And organizations like yours take the edge off. Organizations like yours help. They can't solve every single problem in every single family in Arkansas, but they can help a lot, particularly in this time of year, where we should be thinking about our faith, thinking about our family, and thinking about our kids, and not having to think about putting food on the table. So thank you very much for everything that you do for the community, and we're so happy and so blessed to be able to support you. So I'd first like to ask up Parker and Bobby, and you guys can talk a little bit about your organization.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Parker Blake. On behalf of the Alliance, I'm honored to receive, thank you, Kurt, honored to receive this generous donation from Summit Utilities today. For those who don't know, the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance serves as an umbrella organization for hunger relief efforts here in Arkansas. We are a statewide voice advancing equitable solutions to hunger. Our vision is to create a hunger-free Arkansas. We have 500 members, over 500 members, including food pantries, food banks, individuals and nonprofits, and other hunger relief organizations. We serve our members as well as individuals and families struggling with food insecurity. We do this by attacking hunger in several key areas. I'll name a few of our programs is the Arkansas Gleaning Project, the Arkansas Beef Project, No Kid Hungry, which is brought to us by Share Our Strength, and within that program there's breakfast school meals and after-school meal programs, and Cooking Matters. Our development team is Bobby McDaniels over here, and she's one of the coolest people I know. Our local relief grants support all of our members around all 75 counties with capacity building grants that come out on regular cycles of those funds are distributed every year. The Alliance also has a long history of advocating as well, and that department is kept pretty busy just as well as all our other departments. I am the SNAP Outreach Manager here at the Alliance, so our department helps with people apply for SNAP benefits. We walk them through the application process, we follow up with the applicants, and also we often work as a liaison with the Department of Human Services to assist and advocate on behalf of SNAP applicants. Our statewide call center has taken over 10,000 calls this year. That's 3,000 calls more than we took last year. And basically our call center is a helpline for folks that want to apply for benefits and that are in serious need facing food insecurity. We also physically go out into the community and help people in rural and underserved parts of the state. This year, we added a full-time Spanish-speaking team member so that we can reach even more people now. We spend time on college campuses, community resource events, school events. We train others, individuals and organizations to do this work as well. We basically go where we're needed. Why is our work important to me personally? Because I once struggled with food insecurity. I know what it feels like to be without a home. I know what it feels like to be hungry. And I made a lot of decisions hungry that I just don't want people to make. For about 10 years after I got out of the military, I was in a demographic of some of the most vulnerable people in the country. I was homeless. I had severe mental health issues, and I was facing severe poverty. Some of the worst times of my life, I could not communicate properly the physical and emotional pain that I was in. The help I received was from food pantries, soup kitchens, homeless shelters, some of the veteran programs that were ran out of those shelters around the country. I would stay, I would come for rest, sometimes get something to eat, sometimes I would get a change of clothes and I'd be off again. I really never wanted to come back home without fully recovering, but I found out after a little bit too long, you can't do it by yourself. And so I didn't really get the help that I needed fully until I came back home here to Arkansas. Now I have the privilege of helping people who are experiencing some of the same hardships I experienced. I have an ear for the communication barriers that are rooted in the pain that I felt along the way. Hunger is painful, and so is the poverty that causes it. Jeremy Everett is an author of a book that we read as a team called I Was Hungry, and in that book he said Gandhi called poverty the harshest form of violence. I thought that was really interesting. He also said that he believes that hunger is the harshest form of poverty. And that really stood out to me because I know, yes, hunger is violent. Hunger is painful. How to listen and respond to that pain is something that my journey has taught me, and it's something that I love to teach, honestly. I have a personal passion for outreach to our veteran groups, seniors, treatment and recovery organizations. The work done at the Alliance and other organizations that serve this same demographic, we are in the dignity restoration business. It's what we do. A lot of the times when we do this work with compassion, we are helping someone restore a lost dignity. Oftentimes we're helping someone retain or protect the little bit of dignity that they have left. And I can't tell you how important that is to me and the people that work with this group of people. We're so thankful for donations like this one that we're accepting here today. Our work could not be possible without this support. Thank you for joining our vision, because together we can create a hunger-free Arkansas. Thank you.